Hey, crafty people. Guess what? We're going live on YouTube. I can't even believe this. So, if you are here, make sure to say hello. Join us. This is so exciting. This is my very first paper doll play date on YouTube. We're going to be using Julie Nutting dolls. And those of you who absolutely love Julie Nutting, these are some of the dolls we're going to be using Melissa today. So these are some of the dolls that we do have in our store. I held a Facebook Live last night, and yeah. So if you'd like to check them out, please do. These are some of the events that we have going on. So these are in person in the Bronx. We also have a virtual crop, only $10, 3 to 9 p.m. via Zoom. These dates do have mixed media activities. And then we have a very cool crop, October 17th through 19th in Mahwah, New Jersey. So I just wanted to show those to you. The virtual crop will be October the 4th, only $10. And we're going to celebrate World Card Making Day. It is from 3 to 9. We do a challenge, a raffle. A lot of times we have a sneak peek. We have a demo and a game. Typically, deal or no deal. And here is the info for our Haunted Mansion crop. It will be, hey, where are my scissors? It will be in Mahwah at the Homewood Suites. So if you're in New Jersey, why don't you come on in and join us? But if not, you can totally just stop by, check out the mobile store, and, hang out a little bit with us, right? All right. So this has my important dates and information. This is my 5-year planner, and this was created by Marissa Gutierrez Capello, and she is a very good friend. She is an educator and a writer. She has a couple of children's books out, and lots of journals. So I would suggest that you kind of check it out. Check out her stuff. She does have it on Amazon. So, yeah. Okay. So for tonight, we need scissors. We need adhesive. You'll need your ink if you're going to be stamping. Of course, you'll need a block. For that, you'll need some markers. Here is my block, and of course, the stamp. Where is my stamp? So that's gonna be fun that I don't have the stamp here. Let's see. Where are you, Melissa? I don't see you. I just took her out, y'all. Okay. Why does that happen? Why? Tell me why. So it's like every time that, you put everything out and you're ready, something's like, no, you're not. You're not ready. All right. I'm just going to use the one I got here. So basically what we do is that we're going to stamp her out, Melissa. And we find really pretty paper and we stamp them out, right? Sometimes I like to stamp more than one image. I'm going to move everything over. I like to stamp more than one image, and then I will put them in a box. Sometimes they don't come out great, but you're not going to worry about that because I can still stamp out a dress on something else and then use the rest of her body, right? So you don't have to worry about that. Sometimes I'm sharing or I'm creating kits, or I am just trading with other people. We'll stamp out on our really pretty paper and then swap those out, right? So we have lots of images. Look how cool. They're really fun. And then what happens is that you don't have to worry when you're ready to make, when you're ready to create. So, not sure. I'm gonna move this over. Move this over. All right. So here is the tag that I'm going to make. I love to, oops. Ay, my stamps are falling. Necesito. So I like to go and find the paper pack that I'm going to use, right? And then, I decide what part goes where. I'll stamp her out on the white cardstock. And I like to use Nina White. I like to use those Astro Bright. Oh, wonderful, I found her. I like to use Astro Bright paper because, which is is a Nina White product. Not Nina White, sorry. Yes, Nina paper product, and it comes out really crisp and clear. And then I'll color her. I'm trying to check my YouTube, guys, to see if I can check it out. And I'm hoping that folks can find us as well. Because, oh, it does say we're live. Hi. Oh, I can see Norma's here. I love that. So cool. Look how cool it looks. Look how cool it looks. Thank you for checking it out. I wonder if I can share this. Is there a way I can share this? Oh, I can share it. I can copy the link and then I can put it in the Facebook. What? Wow, guys. I'm so impressed. Oh my gosh, super cool. Super cool. Sorry, I was kind of excited about this. I don't see any of the comments yet. Oh, yes, I do. I see them here. All right. So I'll find a really cool pack of paper, and then I'll figure out what I want where, right? So like I'll be like, oh wow, this is a really nice background. You can use both sides. This is a Prima paper, and this is the Indigo collection. I chose this because it's really a really pretty paper pack, and the theme that I was going through with her is that you are enough, right? So much happening all around us. We've been around a lot of people who are just going through really tough times. And, sometimes you feel overwhelmed. So I wanted to just create a doll that told me, girl, you're enough. You are enough, and you work hard, and sometimes you're spent, but it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. So I'm gonna show you my technique, right? It could be very similar to techniques you've seen. It can be very different, and hopefully you'll say, hey, I like that way, and I'll take something from it. Or you might say, no, I like my way. I like my technique, and that's okay too. It's really okay. It's about creating, and I really want us to kind of share. That's all. So I'm gonna put my girl, I'm gonna put her on my Dilutions acrylic block because it fits the Prima dolls perfectly. This is an older block, so all it has is a ruler on the side, and the newer ones has a little bit more information on them, but this is super plain, and this is a Ranger product, which we do have at Damali Handcrafts. So I am going to stamp her here because I need to make her dress, right? And I don't need to stamp her whole body. I just really need to ink up her dress. And because I have her, I stamped her out. I'll stamp the dress. If you want the shoes to match, then you can do that as well. But you don't need to. I like to color it in because then I can match the band, the hairband, if they have a belt, and then the shoes. So that's what I like to do. My technique. Sometimes I do stamp them out, and that's okay. That is okay. So I am going to do my best not to use the whole paper. Just use some of this. And then go down. Our friends Millie and George, they make this really cool like Chucky, and basically you can use it to kind of like rub it. You don't have to pump it, or like Tim Holt says, give it CPR. But I do like to hold it, and my sister, she kind of likes the technique of you kind of leave it there for a few minutes so that the ink can fully transfer, and there goes the dress. So now we have the doll, we have the dress, and now it's time to color. Sorry, my voice is a little bit raspy. I teach little people by day, so I say things many, 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 many times. Many times. They're 2, 3, and 4 years old. So, yeah, they're babies. All right, so now we have these two parts. And yeah, I always start with the skin tone just because I want to color whatever I need to color before I cut. That is always like a strategy that I like to do because I feel like it just all starts coming together at one point, and I like that. I like when it comes together. Just saying. What am I gonna use? Oh, I'm gonna use Earth Brown. Okay. So I love using my tri-blends because they have light, mid, and dark. However, I think we're gonna start going with another company. I know many people have Copics. They have other brands of alcohol ink, like some people have Stampin' Up or Altenew. Different companies are starting to come out with them. It's just that I'm not sure what's happening with Spectrum Noir because they're not really selling anymore. So, yeah, I want to, as soon as I find out, I will share with you guys. So, when I'm coloring with alcohol markers, I like to start in a small section, and I do circular motion, and let's see, and I go from the light to the dark. So if you have these cuties, in your stash, you really need to take them out. They are amazing. The stamps are super cool because, of course, Julie Nutting Prima is awesome. And these markers, once you finish coloring, you see it gives it such depth. Such depth. And I made her a little bit, she looks a little bit darker just because, you guys, it's wet, right? So once it dries, it will become lighter. So again, light, dark, because we're gonna shadow. So I'd find shadow under her neck, right? And I'd find shadow above her dress, right? And then I'm gonna take the mid to blend the dark and the light. The light, Carolyn, the light. And then I'll go back with the light and blend everything again. And that's how they work. I mean, it works true for all the other blending, right? Mediums. And don't worry about the dress. Don't worry about the dress because we're going to be covering it up. So in smaller spaces, you don't need to do so much blending. And I'm going to be cutting there, right? So it doesn't matter that it's off the paper. And then her legs. My legs are a little bit blurry. I am not worried about that because she's going to be down at the bottom. I can cover her legs with flowers. See, that's another technique. Sometimes we are stamping and it doesn't come out as clear as you would like. But guess what? You don't have to fret. You can totally just like color it in. You can cover it with something. Like you see I have flowers. I can totally put the flowers next to her legs. I can put the stamp next to her legs. I can stand her behind something. So that's why in my box I kept those other dolls because, you know, that's not gonna matter. Here I left her hair white, right? Because I really wanted to match the aesthetic of the white flower and the shoes, but I can totally color it. Some people color their dolls and make them exactly like themselves. Like Christine makes her hair red. Natalie makes her hair blonde. So, you know, I try sometimes to make her hair dark, like, you know, black and stuff. But, you know, sometimes I just want another color because it's fun. Or I'll do all this gray in the background and then I will use a black Sharpie and make like little curls on top. So it just looks full and really curly. And that's another way you can like change the hairstyle too. Yeah. And what's cool is that she added all of these kind of highlights. You can use those. You can go around here. Sometimes the blending is great and sometimes it's like, okay, I did it, you know, because you see they're drying out, right? That happens and we're not gonna we're over here on YouTube And what happens, the light helps blend everything back together. You can tell it's drying out, but it'll be okay. So there I go. And I think that I want to use a pink. So I'm not going to do that yet. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to start to cut out everything, right? So let's see. I'm looking for, what am I looking for? Yeah, sometimes I just forget, guys. Sometimes I forget. Okay. So I am going to, I like to cut her out first. Yeah. And there's certain things that I like to do when I cut. So like, hold on, so sorry. Mm, 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 mm. So like her dress, you don't have to worry about it, right? Just carefully with her arms. You can leave her like a little bit of white. You can cut right on the black. Some people do. And I cut on the black here because I don't need that, right? I have the dress that's going to go over. You can, I don't have to do all these ruffles because guess what? I'm going to do it from the dress. But now here I come to that little pico, that little corner, right? So what I do is I cut in, and this is why I love my Tonic Tim Holtz scissors. I love them because I can cut in, and look at how like tight that is. And here it goes. And then these guys, I'll just kind of like move my paper, and I'll manipulate the paper so that the scissor is not really giving me rough edges. Even though, you know, I can cut out the hair and make it bigger. I can change her hairstyle. I can draw it in. There's so many ways that we can, you know, play with our paper dolls, really. And there are other dolls that we're gonna be playing with, but for now we're just doing, and I will leave this some of it because I want it to, I want, you see how I'm just like, okay, whatever. I want the dress to be able to fall on there. Sorry, I kind of got excited about the, I love cutting my images because, see, and then cut her all out. I find this so therapeutic. So there's those two little pieces right there. I might, so I like to cut into the arm, and I'm gonna cut that little piece out. Right? So you see how I cut that out? Now I'm gonna do the same over here. So I'll go under and right where her arm meets, because we're gonna glue that. We're gonna glue it down. So I'm not worried that I've cut the arm out. I do that with many of my dolls so I can have the correct spacing behind them. See that? And they're done. So like sometimes they'll have like, you know, like they're standing with this with their legs apart, their feet apart. I'll cut in between. Um, if they have like if their legs are folded, I'll cut, you know, so that they don't have that space in between their legs anymore. So that's her. And then now I'll get her dress. So her dress I'm gonna cut a whole lot more carefully. Guys, where did I put it? Why do I do this? I'm on live and I can't find it. Oh, maybe because it's here. So I will be cutting. You don't need the arms, obviously. You don't need the neck, obviously. You don't need the legs, right? I know it's kind of obvious, but I just thought I'd tell you. And I will cut a little bit. So once you cut everything out, if you'd like, you can totally ink it up. See that? You can ink it up so that it can look nice and smooth. And this part right here, I'm gonna be careful. But even if you cut it out, it's not gonna be the worst thing in the world. Psst. Oh boy. So how are you guys doing? Have you stamped any dolls out? If so, which doll? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's so funny because I've been sharing the dolls and on my Facebook Live or the Common Sold website, and it has been so super cool. So which dolls seem to be your favorite? I think I'm almost inching 10. I really, and I try not to, and some of them are the older ones, so I feel bad because people are like, I can't find them anymore. I'm like, I know, I sold out, guys. Like, oh my God, Candy is my number one. Melissa's up there. I think she's one of my 10. Her, I have Kelly, Priscilla, Mindy, the first Mindy, not the second one. I mean, the second one's cute, yes, but the first Mindy is my girl. She's my girl. Yeah, I wanna make a list. I wonder if it's more than 10. I wonder. Right? Because there's like, I feel like there's over 100 dolls. So the fact that I could say 10 of them are like my favorite, I'm like, ooh. I'm really picky, huh? Okay, so now I want to use, oh, this is like a light pink. I wonder if I should use light pink. I could use blue, but I feel like I already added so much blue that I want to get these hints of light pink. Let's see. So light, right? So we're gonna do her her headband. Yeah, look how pretty that looks. Light. I'm just gonna add some hints of and then her shoes. See, I wanted to cut everything out. You see, so that you can tell how you want to move. See what I mean? Look how pretty that looks. I love that. Bruno is like, Mom, who are you talking to? Well, this is kind of cool, guys. And I do want, I want to change this part of the dress. So I want to change the sash and I want to change this top. So let me see. Oh yeah, you see how it looks darker. It's very subtle, but I like the way it looks. And you could actually make it any of the colors that you've pulled out of the dress. So I'm gonna do it right here too. I could even cut that out and leave the one from the, I can leave the white from the ruffle. And actually I'm just gonna give it more color. So look at that. Look how pretty that looks. Right? I can even like outline this. It just gives it a little more flair, guys. You don't, I do like coloring on paper. It just accentuates. Gosh, I'm being so rough with my markers. I'm just gonna, could do so many things. You can add lace in between. You can cut up the slits of her dress and make them pop out. But it looks really pretty. Ruh-roh. All right. And then so like I know I'm gonna glue her here. See how pretty? And then I can take her and I can put her on anything. Here I've put her on a tag. So I literally just get, where's my tag? I'm gonna get a tag. And I have some pieces left of this. Look how pretty this paper is. This is by Frank Garcia from Prima. So pretty. I'm just gonna use these pieces because I don't want them to go to waste. I had created kits like this and I don't want to go to waste. I used a doll in the background. Look how pretty. Ugh, she's so pretty. So this was part of the paper and I cut the paper apart. So I'm gonna use one of those. Then what else am I gonna do? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna put everything on a tag. I love these jumbo tags. So they're 4 by 8 inches. And you see how you can, so it's 4 by 8. She's gonna go here, but she's kind of washing out, right? So I need a piece of blue to go in between. I'm gonna take this piece right here. I'm gonna take a piece of blue so that it pops her out from behind, which is cool. Like you see, it's not gonna look so plain. It's not gonna look so plain with her. And I want to put her, it's almost like she's standing on the blue, right? So she doesn't look like she's floating everywhere. So there's her. And then I can put this piece behind her. Is it upside down? It's upside down. I can put it this way. But if it's, you know, if something's blending in too much and you don't like it, then you change it up. You know, you don't have to stick with something because you think that that's what it should be. You just switch it up a little bit. And then I do have other pieces that are like tags. And the tags are really cool. You can cut them out. But I kind of like her. You could actually just cut her out and put her up here. See what I mean? Like you just keep adding the other layers that you like. And if it's too, you know, it's not enough of what you'd like, if you want to add, like this one I added a tag here. But I did add a flower. So you definitely could add a flower. And these flowers are so pretty. You can ink them up or you can keep them white, and they build on each other like this. You can pop them up, you can scrunch them up, put it here, so it just gives it that subtle color. And then add some ribbon and lace. It makes it so fancy, you know. I'm not sure if I feel like I want to cut her out. I think I'm gonna cut her out. Let me see if I just do it from this side, like right here, because I like this lace that's right on the side of her. And again, you see how I go in and out? I feel like I'm gonna cut that part out. Let me see how it looks. If it looks like, nah, it doesn't go, then I'll take it out. But at least I gave it a chance. I'll give it a chance. Right? Oh yeah, that kind of looks cool. Because I can totally put like a butterfly up there. Oh, I want to take off that piece. I want to take off this piece. And when you go to, this is why, like, I really glue everything last, because with collage you kind of want to see where things go, and then you can start gluing, you know, once you're done. But if I would have glued down these pieces, I would have never had the opportunity to change it up. Like I could take this out and I can put this. And you are enough, girl. You are strong and precious. I love the way that's poking out. But you know what I do want to do? I want to glue down her dress. So I'm going to kind of move this over, because it's not sitting, and so it's kind of frustrating. I love using tacky glue. So did I put tacky glue in here? I believe so. Yes, I did. I had the students at school, but they thought they had to take off this pink part, and I'm like, no, don't take it off. Well, they did. Come with me. Let's see. I love tacky glue because, number one, it does dry clear. And once you put it on your paper, it will stiffen this up and your tag will be nice and hard. Oh, look how fast. Oh, boy. I feel like this might be our glitter and not tacky. Because you see how fast it's spreading? Okay. And I'm going to do this. And it's easier for me to just keep on her dress. Let me lift her. Puff her up a little bit. It gives her a little bit of depth. I'm not gonna lie, I love I love playing with glue. See, so look at all of her layers. And then now I'm gonna put, actually, let me finish dressing her. Because I remembered that I put this lace and number one, the tacky glue is gonna keep it on. And then number two, I can add something on top. Where is my piece of lace? So yeah, usually I create kits like this, and it has everything that you need to be able to create this So let's put her dress, but I gotta be real careful. And I'm only putting some dots because I don't feel like I need so much. And yes, it's linear, so you're gonna have some bumps, which I'm really inviting them. Hold on. I'm not doing a good job. Come on, girl. Come on. I was supposed to be holding them down, and I don't know why I'm not doing well. I think because that's too wet. So we're gonna have to pull out the big guns. Pull them out. And of course, you can use all kinds of things, guys. Oh, see, I love doing this. You can do all kinds of things. I just like to use my fingers, and look how thick this is. Look at that. So because it's thicker, it will hold on. And please don't make me look like a liar on YouTube. So like I can, you see how it doesn't really move? Thank you for not making me look like a liar. Tacky glue. I love you, Aline. Tacky glue. As it moves. That was a creepy laugh, right? Sometimes in my class, I do like really weird laughs, and then everybody like laughs at me. I'm like, what? I just do. I do. It's funny. There it goes. You see like all the bumps. I invite those bumps. All right. So now I have some little gold pieces that I'm going to put on there. I love them. Love, 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 love. And I shared some with every kit, which was cool. And now I can't find mine. But I feel like that's been the story of like my whole YouTube video right now. Just like losing everything and not finding it. So I want to put a couple. I'm going to give her some earrings. And then I want to put a couple. So I'm going to take them off. And usually I have my pokey tool. I don't see it here because I am not in my craft room. So I'm taking advantage that the lace has some glue. And I'm just putting some on. You can put it wherever you like, of course. Yeah, I better be careful before I stab myself, for real. Give me one more. One more for the edge, and then I need one more for her earrings. So when you have these tiny pieces, guys, use your pokey tools, your tweezers, but if you can't find them, use your, ouch, I stabbed myself. Oh my gosh, crafting is so dangerous. Now I'm gonna peel one more. Jeez. I'm gonna give her earrings. One here. Come on, turn around, please. One here, move it over. And then one more. Where is... Bruno's looking for Olivia. Hi. Ooh, you're stamping. I love that. Sorry, girls, I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Oh, one is bigger than the other. Que boba. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just funny. So I have to wear glasses, and I swear sometimes they're like not strong enough. Oh, this is small like this. Okay, so you come up. One. And the other one is here. Oopsie. Oh my gosh. So it's so funny. I have a new batch of children. The other ones have moved on to other to other schools, which I miss them, but it's really cute because now I have to get used to them. and how they say my name. And it's so funny. They'll be like, teacher. And I'm like, Miss Magic Cody. And they're like, teacher. Oh my God. You glad I'm using YouTube? Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying. The YouTube is fun, actually. It looks so different. Let me see. How do you add? Oh, look. Look, I gave myself some hearts. I did. I'm learning, girls. Let me see. So what else? So I want to put the background on the tag, and then we can start adding some cool things. Yeah? All right. So she looks so pretty. Doesn't she look pretty? I love the way she looks. So now we'll do her background. Okay. Garbage. Take it off. So remember I had these pieces left. I'm not going to just like, it would be cool to put these, huh? On this side. You do it for you. I love that. It would be cool, but then she'll blend too much into the background. Right? So I just use like the plainest color. I'm going to close this bad boy up because I'm really good at spilling glue. And I keep unplugging my laptop, y'all. So annoying. Oy, my laptop's mad at me because she, you know, she doesn't have a lot of juice in her battery. Her memory is like going. I guess that's like everything, right? So it turns off and I get frustrated. I'm just putting some of this adhesive right on the corners, on the edges, because I hate when my edges lift. And I better hurry up because it's going to set and then I'm going to be cranky. So I'm going to set it to the bottom of this and then put this one. And then that should be okay. I don't mind that there's a line in the middle because everything else is going to cover it. So that's why I wanted to use the rest. And then that's it. So we'll turn the tag over. Just turn the tag over. And we'll cut these edges. 1, 2. Tonic scissors are like the best, guys. I know that there's a lot of great scissors, but Tonic really rocks when it comes to mixed media. You know, like they make these scissors like they're, you know, the handle is great, the nib, the point is great, the blades are great. I mean, they cut through a lot of things, and I beat these scissors up. I'm sad they don't make them in red anymore. I do love the black, it's sleek, but Tim Holtz wanted everything to match, which is cool. It's cool. I like that. I like that. Me too. So I'm going to put this. I didn't want the blue to take over, right? So there's Melissa. I want a little bit of an edge. I want her up so it looks like she's standing on the blue. If you don't like all the extra like white, either ink it up or do your best to cut it out. Sometimes I see it and I start cutting too much and it's like, oh, okay. That kind of went a little far. Just saying. So your swap, you're having a swap? Is it a tag or just dolls? Grandelia. And then I cut that other piece off. So like I showed you, there's another one. I can totally just leave it this way. I can make her higher. But before I glue anything on, you guys, I want to put my ribbon in. So as you see, I covered my hole. Of course, you can use your crocodile that I don't have at the table right now. Or you can totally like use your scissor. I like to punch through this way. Hey! No! Notice with YouTube, it's called When It Gets Old. Oh. So, Deb, yes, I was doing it on Facebook. I always do them on Facebook. However, I put a message in both Create Pretty Things, the little mini flyer that I made, and on Damali Handcrafts that we're gonna do our paper doll play dates on YouTube, because YouTube is not just gonna delete them, it's gonna leave them on our channel. So that's where that decision went. And I was just afraid that it wasn't gonna work. So that's why I didn't say it right away. I said, let's just try it. Let's just do it. So I am sorry that I confused you, my gal. I'm sorry. I don't want you to be confused. So there's that, and then I want to add all of my ribbon. Now, if you have this kit, or if you have this ribbon, or if you have any kind of funky ribbon that you think would look cute, some of the tricks are that you add all of the ribbon together at once, or you put in one ribbon at a time. And I really liked the idea of adding these little pearls. So I basically took, and I don't see my pearls, y'all. Sometimes I'm really vocal unnecessarily. So I really thought it would be cool if people took their pearls and just put it through the stencil. So, I mean the stencil, the tag. So as you see here, I took all of them. I took 1, 2, 3, and I literally just put them through. I put 2 of these guys, I cut them in half and I put them through. And then I took these and I put them through. Let me just show you because I can't find all of mine. So I literally just put them through. That's all I did, was put them through the hole. So now I have 2 of the beads because I thought they looked really funky. Then I have this little pink, just whatever pink you've got, right, for your paper, whatever you match. Your paper, I pulled those ribbons from my stash, and then some clear one because I felt like it looked, you know, kind of shabby. So I put it through, and then so now that I have through on one side, right, so it's like this, I'm gonna grab this side and this side, put it together, kind of like make sure that's a little bit even. And I put everything together and I just held it like a ponytail. You know, like you're gonna, when your hair was long and you were gonna do a ponytail. And then I took the plain pink, right? Because again, I pulled a bunch of pinks. And if you have this kit, you have all of these nice hues of pink. And then I took it, I lay down my ribbon just to get more control, and I put all the ribbons to one side, of it in the middle. I held them down, right? It's like, because everybody wants to pop out. And then I just made a bow. That's all I did. I put them all through. And I made a bow. And then right before, you know, I really started to tie it together, you know, I was kind of like maneuvering them around. Now I made them tight. And I would just keep, I would keep maneuvering. That's it. Until I got what I wanted. And then I tied it like I tie my sneakers. My Converse. Because I love wearing Converse. But I don't know. I love them, but my feet are starting to say, listen, chick, I don't think that we're going to be friends anymore with these Converse. It's kind of hurting my feelings because I love Converse. The goal was to get Converse in every single color to match my tutus. That was the goal. How many of you have love-hate relationship with a pair of shoes? See, and then I just keep maneuvering it, that's all. Until I get what I want. And this is true for anything. So if it's the paper, if it's the color, if it's the ribbon, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Oh no, oh no. And you see how stiff it is? That's that tacky glue. So this is my completed one, and this is the one that I still have. I started. So I'm gonna glue that. And I think I'm gonna put this one up here. But I don't have enough ribbon, so I'm not going to, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna glue this part, but only down here, so I could still move this. And that's another trick, you guys. So when you have pieces that you're still not sure, you just put a little bit of glue. That's a lot of glue, but you just put a little bit of glue behind everything, and then you put it down, so either you can take it apart or you can maneuver it. It's not, you know, I'm just gonna glue here because it's easier for me to rip here than here. I'm gonna put her mostly on the blue. See, not a lot of glue. I mean, later on I can go and, you know, peel it up. See, because look, now I can either see if I want to put, oh, hey, stop making me look bad. So now I'm holding her there. So either I can put her in the back or I can put her right behind. Either behind Melissa or behind the blue. See that? See what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to. Oh, I kind of like it there. And that's where I put the glue. What happened? He was looking for you. Right, my flower's gonna go here.
Okay. I know you said not to get you anything.
I can put a nice big bead. Hi, Lev. Whatever beads you have, I suggest adding them. Look how cute. I can add more flowers from my stash. I can add different flowers from my stash. And then there's some butterflies. I can add, I love that they're brown and I can, look how cute. I can put them anywhere I like. You see that? And I am done with my girl, you guys. I want to pop this up. Actually, I want to ink the flower. And so I can pop up in between of each. And voila. Oh, look, I can put more. I can put little beads on here without cutting myself. Because the thing is that I had different sizes. So it was fun. Yeah, I miss my pokey tool. I mean, even though I poke myself too with it, you know. But at least it's a little poke and not like a slice. Putting it on the flower in the middle. Put some here. Oh, I can peel it off this way. Look at that. And I'm over here struggling. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I swear I've been like singing that all day. They're fun. Ta-da! And there we have it. We made a Melissa tag. Or you stamped out anything. Are you guys, let me know in the comments if you have finished stamping or which doll did you stamp. Or are you coloring? Are you cutting? Let me know. And do us the kind favor of liking the video, of joining us on our Tuesday and Thursday nights. We are Damali Handcrafts in New York. In New York. And we come to you with all sorts of paper crafts and mixed media. We do tags. We do all sorts of cool things. So make sure to join us. We do have several classes coming up. We are virtual, we are in person, and we will be in the Bronx with several classes: groovy card class, mixed media, dilutions, collage, accordion book. The 21st, I am working on what we are going to do. Then we have a virtual crop, October the 4th. It is from 3 to 9. And we do lots of cool things. We share, share, share. And then Mahwah, New Jersey, October 17 through 19. We're going to have a cool Halloween crop. My very first weekend Halloween. You made a tag with Skelly? Oh, I can't wait to see her. I can't wait. Please share her and create pretty things. So have a good night. Let's see if I know how to end this. Thank you for everything and for hanging out with us. How do I turn this on? I don't know how to do this. Good Good night, everybody. Let's thank you so much. I appreciate you all for hanging out and being with us.